Hello everybody, I just wanted to tell you guys about the time I had a crush on one of my teachers. So this happened to me in about the 8th grade, I think. And so here's what happened. Now, I have really bad social anxiety and depression, and it was especially bad in middle school because all the fucking stress that was on me. And you see, along with my anxiety and depression, I had this thing with male authority figures because, well, when I was little, a male family member of mine did something to me that I'd rather not, say. So it gives me this fear of male authority figures. However, I am aware that this is not every man's fault, and I do not blame them for when I get anxious around them. It's not their fault, it's my brain. Anyway, back to the story. So, it was 8th grade, and I was going to go into the class of this teacher called Mr. Lopez, who everyone's always giggling about because apparently he's really cute. And, my friends tell me that, and I was like, oh, okay, whatever. Because I had never had a crush on a teacher before. So, here's what happens. I go in there, and now this is the first time I've had a male teacher in a while. The school is usually trying to accommodate me and give me female teachers because of my anxiety, so I'm already kind of nervous because it's a male teacher. And then I go in there, I sit down, and I see his face, and oh my god, my anxiety went from a 5 to a 10 in 0.2 fucking seconds. He was cute as shit, and my body and mind could just not, and my anxiety could just not handle the fact that not handle this fact. I thought he was cute as hell, and let me tell you something right now, anxiety and having a crush do not dwell well in the same household. You're already nervous as shit, and then you get even more nervous when you see the person around you. It's just constant nervousness. So yeah, every day in his class, I would have to go and mentally prepare myself. I'd sit outside the door for a few minutes and just be like, okay, Taylor, you can do this. You can do this. You do this every other day. You've got this. You do this every other day. It should be easy by now. And then I'd take my ass to class and see him be like, oh, fuck. I can't do this. I can't. My body was just like, girl, we can't do this. We gotta, abort this mission. We cannot do this. And, now, I'm not saying he didn't do his now, most of the nervousness was on me, but I'm not saying he didn't do his fair share to make me nervous. He was one of those teachers that would come up and, hover over your neck while you do the work, and, first off, don't do that shit to me. It fucks with my anxiety so fucking bad. I don't know why, it just does. Do not do that to me, because even if I don't see you come behind me, I will fucking know you're doing it. It's some kind of sixth sense I have. But yeah, he would come and he would hover over my shoulder, right? And, I don't know why this worked, but I would just kind of play possum and he would just kind of walk to the other students, right? Now, there was one thing that I was very, very, very fucking afraid of every time I went in that class. So, the thing I know, so I'm pretty obvious when I'm nervous, or at least that's what my friends say. I sweat, I get kind of shaky, I always stand with my hands behind my back. So, my fear was that I'm so obvious when I'm nervous that, the teacher is gonna come and call me to his desk one day after class, and we're gonna have this long-ass fucking awkward fucking talk that's gonna be awkward for the both of us. And, now I know that might have helped now I know that might have helped me in class, but let me fucking tell you, I was not about to fucking do that shit. Death before dishonor. So, yeah, he made me nervous, and, I would walk in that class every day just shaky and sweaty, and, generally all fucked up. And, I never, really talked to him unless I had to. So, here's what happened. One day, I walked into he scared the shit out of me one day, so I walked in my class, right? And so everyone is sitting down, and all of a sudden I hear him go, hey, Miss Taylor, come over here, for a minute, and I'm just like, oh, and me and my brain at the same time are just like, oh, fuck, he knows, and we're gonna have a really awkward-ass talk, and it's gonna be really weird for the both of us, and, I'm never gonna be able to look him in the eye again, not that I could before, but still, and, it's really gonna be real awkward between us, all the time, and I'm not about to have that right now, so I walk over there I am on death fucking row as slow as possible with my hands behind my back, and I look to the side and I see one of my friends giggling her ass off. So, you know, I shoot at the bird I shoot at the bird behind my back, and I go up to the teacher, and I'm like, and I try to, like, stay calm, like, to keep it cool. And so I'm like, yes? And he goes, I need you to put some grades in for me. And, like, the relief that washed over my fucking body, it was like God himself came down and blessed me with this miracle. Like, here, I felt like I had just escaped prison, or, like, you know, had been kidnapped for a while and then finally got to see my family. It was a fucking relief that I had never felt before in my life. So so after that, I sat in his chair, which was still kind of awkward, and I put the grades in, and then when I'm done, I walk my sweaty ass back to my seat and sit down. Now, here's the thing. The entire year, he never really bugged me about my anxiety thing, so I can think of that for, like, 3 reasons. 1, I'm not as obvious as I thought I was, or 2, he noticed and he didn't care, or, like, didn't want to embarrass me, which if he did, thank you. And 3, he noticed, but he just didn't give a fuck. Either way, though, I am happy as shit